Blog Talk Radio.
Goldilocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Enjoy this presentation of the Jimmy Mack Healing Show.
Hey everybody, good evening. It's Jimmy Mack coming to you live with another edition and transmission of the Jimmy Mack Healing Show. We're here every Tuesday evening, 9 p.m., depending on the holiday schedule, of course, and we're excited that you're here. We always love taking live callers, and I always like to have different guests on, generally the intuitive realm, astrologers, numerology, that sort of thing. So we love all that. Anything New Age, we're excited about having on the show. So if you are listening and that appeals to you and you can deal with a bunch of callers and give great messages, email us, look us up. We always have slots available, at least into the new year. So it's all good. And we appreciate you guys being here. It's exciting. Be sure, a couple of quick announcements. Be sure and reach out to us, info@jimmymackhealing.com. You want to send us an email, get on our once-a-week newsletter. It's TGI Wednesday, and that'll go out tomorrow, of course, and it just gives you updates, affirmations, information, video, audio, ebooks, all kinds of stuff. It's all free, and we are thrilled there's so many folks that subscribe to that every week. We don't sell the email list or anything like that, of course. It's a privately held piece, and we're excited that, again, that you're here tonight. And a couple other quick announcements. Every Wednesday and Friday, I will be at Kodawari Yoga Studio. That is in South Tampa, Florida. So if you're in the Tampa Bay area, look us up. And then next Monday, I will be at Dr. Charlotte Tempone's office, seeing folks there. And she's an acupuncturist off Davis Island near the General Hospital, also in the Tampa Bay area, of course. So look that up. If you haven't been to her before, she's pretty amazing herself. Even though she's an acupuncturist, she does a lot of different modalities and a lot of different pretty cool exotic herbs and spices, as I would call it. Some great healing herself. So reach out if we can help you in any way. Obviously, in person, phone, Skype, sessions all over the world, worldwide, and we're here to help. Any types of books you might need for help in what we do and contribution. Also, we have a lot of audio MP3s that are out. You can find out more about that at jimmymackhealing.com. So we'll also introduce my guest for tonight. You stick to one question. Can be about relationships, money, love stuff, your job, health, whatever it is you got going on. We like to narrow down the focus. So many folks like to say, I don't know, just read me. And I find you get a much better message from my guests as well as any intuitive, medical intuitive style reading from me as well, if you really narrow your focus. So in order for us to help you, you definitely want to be as succinct as possible. So we appreciate everybody being here tonight. And we will bring the rain for you as much as we can. And tonight's guest is Reverend Sunemaura O'Brien. And Reverend Sunemaura has been a spiritual healer, psychic counselor, and devotional artist for over 20 years. With her husband, David, Reverend Sune founded the Sacred Earth Ministry, an interfaith ministry of spiritual healers and counselors. She originated and wrote the workbooks for Reiki For a New World. It's a training and ebook series, and she provides spiritual healing using shamanic methods and Reiki, and offers psychic readings with the help of clairaudience, of course, which is hearing a collective of angels and all that, the loved ones in spirit, along with Reiki and with the lessons of multiple card decks. I love that. You can find out more about her, and by going to her website, you're going to want to go deeper and get a reading from her as well. She's a Florida kind of native, if you will, like myself, and you can go to www.reverendsune.com. That's REVSUNE.com. Welcome to the show. How are you tonight?
I'm wonderful. How are you, Jimmy?
I'm great. Thanks for asking, honey. I meant to say, the September 11th stuff, when we go through that, you can just absolutely pick up on all the sorrow and people kind of pouting and walking around and picking up on the collective grief for 9/11. And much the same, I find this time of month coming up on Halloween is just like creepy land. I have a dark energies audio MP3 that's for clearing of energies, and I just wonder what your slant is on that. So many people are maybe dressing up as Dracula or ghosts or whatever, and I guess assuming, the darker energy stuff. And when they go to Universal Studios, God love them, they get mixed up between being scared or excited. And but I've just seen some incredible stuff so far, even this month. It's pretty dark. Have you run into that with clients as well?
Yeah, a lot of shadow, a lot of getting lost in shadow and energy into the dark side, and kind of getting lost there.
Right.
When we put a lot of attention to the dark, we tend to draw negativity and disharmonious energy to us. So a lot of clearing is needed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Part of it, when we go to the positive of this time of year, there's Day of the Dead, where we honor our ancestors, and that's really wonderful. But unfortunately, our culture tends to feed the vampires, the ghosts, the scary stuff.
Exactly.
When there's a lot of adrenaline going on in our society, that tends to create a lot of issues for a lot of people. And so, yeah, I've had people coming in for clearings quite a bit lately, and I've had a few calls for home clearings.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And the hauntings of the houses and all that sort of thing. And I don't mean to get dark right out of the gate, but, it's just an observation. And you and I try to be as positive as we possibly can on all of it. It's just an observation. Sometimes we'll have clients maybe during the summer, or winter, spring, summer, fall, and you might have 10 people in a row that, they have cancer, or they have headaches, or they have nothing but relationship problems for 2 straight weeks. It's like that's all we see in those odd little trends, So that's what I thought I'd at least ask you about. And, I've been running into the same thing. And, gosh, I try to stay as positive as I possibly can. So it's definitely an observation. And, it's amazing this time of year. I just think it just kind of takes over people, if you will. So coming up on the moons and the rest of it, I'm sure it'll be wild stuff. So yeah, houses as well, definitely. Hey, well, we'll grab a caller, and ladies first. So we'll let you go first and see what Spirit says, whether it's the decks or intuition or what have you. And I'll jump in at the end if it feels right. 347 is our first caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Tanika, and I'm calling from New York.
Tamika, you said
Hi,
you're calling
Tanika.
from where, honey?
Tanika, and I'm calling from New York.
New York, okay. You have a question for Reverend Sune?
Yes, hi. I wanted to ask about someone I work with at my job whose name is Frank, and we've been getting to know each other in the last couple of weeks, and I just wanted to know if you saw him having feelings for me, if you saw any potential between us.
Okay. Just give me a second here. I do see you getting to know each other and feelings developing. I will tell you that the time is now. If a little action might be required, maybe a little hint on your part would move things along. If there isn't a little hint, the thing might fizzle out a little bit. So they're just saying that a little bit of action will move things along, but without action, it's going to move right out of the picture. But I do see that there's a lot in common. There's a lot of interest there at the moment.
So you think I'm going to have to be the one to do all the work? He's not going to pursue me or ask me out or anything like that?
No, I don't think you're going to have to do all the work, and I don't think you're going to have to ask him out. I just think you might let him know that you're interested because he's a shy one, and he wants to know that you're interested before he asks you out.
Oh.
He wants to know he's not going to be rejected, in other words.
Uh-huh.
So you don't have to tell him right out, I'm interested, but to just let him know that that in a more subtle way that you are interested. To just let's see. Just let him know that you appreciate him and you appreciate his friendship, and he will take it from there.
Okay, because I have been flirting with him. Yeah.
You have been flirting with him.
Yeah, I have been flirting with him, and I'm just and it's like we joke and we flirt, but he, I feel like he's not taking the hint or taking that much action on it. I don't know. He flirts back, but he doesn't really. I feel like he just. I don't know if he takes a while or if he doesn't feel like. If he just wants to fling it, he doesn't want something real with me, But I look at him as someone I would like to get to know, and I want him to like me and not just think of me as a fling. I don't know if he's that type of person or not, So it's hard to tell. I don't know if
I feel like he is interested in you, and he's not interested in the fling. He is someone who is interested in relationship, is interested in friendship. He moves a little slow, but I feel like he is interested in you.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
And from a man standpoint, let me tell you something. I'll break all kinds of man code tonight, but there's nothing sexier than a woman coming on to us, honey. So just saying, I get that. I understand you want them to be, and a lot of times it's female stuff, He-Man stuff, and them, making the first move and following you to the car and whatever and going, baby. But I'm telling you, you need to drop all the major hints of I'd go out with you if you ask kind of thing. I meet with clients every day of my life, and I always say to them, married, 3 kids, 2 cats. And that, in other words, is my intro to them. I want to know what's their story. Are they married, divorced, kids? They got cats. They like dogs. I can't stand cats. I love dogs. It's you can learn a lot about a person in that short of a question. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to make sure he's 100%, not living with, some dude we don't know about. He doesn't have a girlfriend in Wisconsin we don't know about. You know what I mean? And so I would just be going, I would just hit him straight out. Let's do something this weekend. Whatever. What are you doing this weekend? I'm going to go to a balloon festival. It's New York, so there's a million things going on. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't sweat whether you ask him out or not, as long as it goes in your favor. All I care about right now is you. So, but I tell everybody, all the beautiful women, push them to no. So whether it's the man or the woman, push them to no. I am going to ask you out until you say absolutely not. We're just friends. I'm going to be like, all right, then I'm out. I get it. We'll just be friends, right? So don't hesitate to speak up for what you want in this lifetime, because both y'all might be sitting at home this weekend looking out the window going, gosh, I wish we had something to do, right?
Well,
again,
he goes
you're
to
in
the
New
bar.
York.
Like, he goes to the bar. Like, his thing is Tuesday nights. He always goes to the bar, and it's wing night. Every Tuesday night he goes to his bar's wing night. And I guess Friday he goes to the bar. So Tuesdays and Fridays, that's his routine. And I'm like, bar, you know, is he watching other women? Does he text or talk to other women? Like, the bar, I told him it's kind of speedy. But he seems to be, like, in a routine, you know. So it's like, I don't know if he's a player. I don't know much about his personal life except for he goes to the bar twice a week and all that. Like,
yeah, I don't even get
like
that big of a player vibe with him. Yeah, I don't get that with him either. You'd be surprised.
No.
Some people like that. That's comfortable to them. I mean, you just got to go, you know, hey, let's go to this other place on Wednesday night. If you know he's out on Tuesday, Friday night, then, you know, you better figure out a hot air ballooning or, you know, a museum walk or wine tasting somewhere on a Saturday or Wednesday night or whatever that might be. Get 2 tickets to who cares what and ask him what he's doing next Thursday or whatever. Make sense?
yeah. Yeah.
I'd push him to no. I'd absolutely push him to no. I'm going to talk to you like you're my best friend, my little sister, whatever. Push him to no so we can get on with it.
The thing is, if you don't make it clear, it'll fizzle out and go away.
Yep. And he has every opportunity on those Tuesday and Friday nights of eating wings or hanging out at the bar of just a parade of women, right? So let's nail this thing down, okay?
Yeah.
I feel positive for you about it. So, but I wouldn't hesitate to really kind of push this thing to, you know, what's going on, right?
Mhm. Okay.
Awesome. Keep us posted. We're glad you called in tonight.
Thank you. I'll keep you posted.
Thank you. All right. We'll be here, honey. Thanks so much. 561's our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 561. You're on line 1.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi.
What is your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Stacy, and I'm calling from Florida.
Hi, Stacy. Do you have a question
Hello.
for Reverend Sune?
Yes, I do. My question is, I'm having a bit of issue at work, and today I found myself, I got real angry, and I want to get out of that environment, but I just wanted to know basically what you see coming up for me or how to solve that issue. I just want to detach myself from it, but I don't want to leave where someone gets hurt. You know, if I go, then the elderly person will be the one at a disadvantage.
I see. Let's see. Well, you're seeing the situation the way it is, that if you leave, the person will be kind of at a weak spot.
Right. But I have to be fair to myself also, you know, so.
Exactly. I see that if you take action, you will be able to move forward into a situation that's a lot more comfortable for you. Also, when we expect that we're the only one that can help someone, we stop them from being able to draw in someone that can help them without a lot of trouble. And so when you step out of the situation, someone else will step in.
Makes sense, Stacey?
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm.
But there has to be a shift in your thinking in order to move you into a situation that's more positive for you. Right now, you're thinking in terms of a little bit of desperation and a little bit of anger and upset towards your current situation, and so that has to shift a little in order to attract a better position.
Okay.
So work on getting into a positive framework. And something I always tell people who are looking to change their work situation is to put out a prayer that says, I'm ready for my next assignment. Tell the universe, tell Spirit, I'm ready for my next assignment. Say that every night. I'm ready for my next assignment. And a new possibility, a new position will open up to you. Works every time.
I love that.
Because as you make that prayer, you're shifting your mindset. You're shifting your mindset into a positive viewpoint towards a new opportunity.
Makes sense? I love that.
Oh, totally.
Dr. Wayne Dyer, he used to say it's on its way. It's on its way. So you got to look at that as it's on its way. And I don't feel like, I feel like in the next 1, 2, 3, within the next 4 weeks, by the way, this is going to clear up. Don't see you staying there. You're definitely going to leave, by the way. So I don't feel like this person, whoever you're watching over now, is going to fend for themselves. Somebody will step up. At some point, you just have to step back from that. It's almost like if you stay any longer than 4 weeks, then you're going to be, spouting off to everybody. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're pushing all your buttons. And, earlier in the show, Reverend Sune and I both commented on, I'm telling you right now, it is just the fact that the situation is during this time of year, it's all Halloweenish, it's dark energy. People are really being who they're not supposed to be, kind of sneaky, if you will, and dressing up like ghosts and Dracula. And, you're in Florida, so you know what I'm saying about, Universal Studios Orlando. They have Halloween Horror Nights, and I'm telling you, you want to get haunted and feel depressed, go run through that for the night, right? And people for days, they're just so strung out, right? I'm not even kidding. And so, my joke about all that, especially the dark stuff, is one of my best friends is a lawyer, and we go to the movies every weekend, and we'll see those trailers where, the bloody hands reaching up from the floorboards and grabbing the kid or something. And he turned to me one day and he says, "Are you going to clear us after the movie?" I said, "No, I'm doing it right now." Right? So you got to stay out all that entrainment, okay? And so I think a lot of this is creeping up on you. In other words, you're almost jumpy about it all. Does that help?
Right. Yes,
but I'm telling you, within 4 weeks, this is going to dissipate out. Don't see you staying there. Definitely see you leaving. So look for other opportunities. And her advice is spot on. Just say to the universe, I'm ready for my next adventure. Even I'm ready for my next job. I would say it different every night. Excited about what's to come next, right? Makes sense?
Right. Totally.
Yeah. Well, we're glad you called in tonight, honey. We hope you got what you're looking for.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Thanks for listening, honey. Have a great night. We appreciate it.
You too. Bye-bye.
You bet. Thank you. 347's our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Katie. I'm calling from New York.
Hey, Kaylee. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking my call.
You bet. What's your question, honey?
I am looking for a new job, and I was just wondering when I might get one. I kind of had a job offer, but I haven't pushed the date back, and they're saying maybe in 4 weeks, but I want a job way faster than that. So I'm just wondering what you guys are getting about it.
I feel as though a job is around the corner. I feel I picked a card about miracles, and that makes me feel that there's something that's going to pop up really quickly. I don't feel that you should turn down the job that is offered you, but I feel that there is something that's going to pop up immediately. I think that it's good to have a backup plan, and especially if they're going to put it off for 4 weeks. I don't see a reason throw that away. But at the same time, I really do feel that something's going to pop up. Let's see. Yeah, you have a lot of skills, and something. I feel that something's going to pop up, and I don't know if they're going to have you start right away, but it's going to be something that is a little more interesting to you. And I believe you're going to have more rewards with it in terms of pay.
Okay. I've been applying for stuff that I'm more, what I went to school with, what I'm more interested in. And this other one pays good, but it's probably going to be boring. But they've hired me since the summertime, but they keep pushing. I was supposed to start in October, then they said November. They're hiring a group of people, and I'm like, I don't got time. I'm ready to just, start. Go.
And I don't think it's going to happen in 4 weeks. I think it's going to be pushed further again. So I do think
as long as
that
I have something
the
else
opportunity coming up is something you're going to be able to grab.
Okay, wow.
And it's going to be, like I said, more interesting and more with using your skills better.
Okay, yeah, I'm applying for some legal jobs, so hopefully I can use my skills, what I went to school for.
Mhm.
Well, thank you.
Well,
thank you.
You're welcome. And I think if you do hang out until then, I think they're for real at that 4 weeks. So whatever that is, it is for real for the next round of people there. Bringing into and really kind of putting into the group setting, if you will. Does that make sense?
Yeah, they had 2 days.
Yep.
It's just I'm in something now that I'm just bored with and just want to start something new, and I'm I don't want to keep waiting. So
right. Well, here's the thing too, though. Yeah, if you get a chance to start this new thing, let's just say, and they want to start you Monday, and it's whatever $50,000 a year. I'm just being abstract, and that next thing in 4 weeks ends up being $75,000 a year. I can tell you, not only would I jump to the new thing, I wouldn't even put the $50,000 thing on my resume. Okay, so you've got to be flexible. You got to be ready to move, girl, and be okay with that. I'm serious. I could not be more serious.
No,
I'm 100% you. Okay, and I'm telling you, I wouldn't hesitate. Wouldn't hesitate because you better believe. There was a great meme on Facebook the other day. It was Dwayne Johnson, of course, and he said, live every day and every hour of your life as if it will be your last, because, if you die tonight before you're buried, of course, that whoever you work for is already going to have you replaced or have an ad on HR, right? So that's how fast it all goes, right? And so you got to live your life on your terms and whatever is going to work for you. Okay?
Yes, that's true. That's very true. Got to put myself first. That's true.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
100%.
Thank
You're welcome.
you.
Thanks for calling in tonight. We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Have a great night, honey. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Excellent. Bye-bye. 714 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Charmaine. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Hey, Sunemaura. How are you?
Hi,
I'm doing wonderful. Hello, I'm doing wonderful.
Good.
And yourself?
Excellent. Thanks for asking, honey. You have a question?
Yes, I do. I started a new finance I started working at a finance company, and I can see the potential that I can learn so much from it for my own business. But the person who's training me has energy is just horrible. But any suggestions of trying to work with that energy just to get the concept of the business so I can do my job independently?
I would suggest clearing yourself at the end of every day. And the reason I suggest this is because you'll release that disharmonious energy of that person, and you'll walk in the morning knowing that you're going to clear the energy at the end of the day, and you'll feel a lot more empowered to deal with the energy.
Okay.
You can also clear the energy of the office. And now we work with smudge, but that is smoke, and so that is not acceptable. But there's a lot of spray smudges out there that are smokeless smudges, and people just feel like you're spraying a air freshener or something. They smell good, and you can just spray your office, and that really does a lot to break up the energy. You can also offer prayers and blessings in your office before the day starts, quite silently, of course, and that really shifts the energy of the office, and that has an effect on the people in the office.
Okay, all righty. Do you see that this could be a long term, or is it I'm just there just temporarily?
I think you're there for. I think you're there for a year to 2 years. I think that you have a lot to learn before branching out, but you can learn it rather quickly. You're a fast learner, and I think you can pick up a lot of information really quickly, and so that you can branch out. I feel like you're not there for a real long time, but you're there long enough to get the information you need. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I would hang in there, too. I get at least about 2 years. I get the exact same thing, honestly. And she and I are in the same room. She's in another part of the state of Florida, and I'm telling you, you got about 2 more years there. I would almost endure, put up with whatever's going on with this person. I get that they can probably be high-strung or a pain in the butt, if you know what I mean. And so that's what comes through. But, you know, if they're a wealth of knowledge and you can learn from them, I would learn from them backwards, forwards, and sideways, and just never look back. I promise you 10, 20 years from now, you're never going to remember their name. You're just not. You know, you're going to be covered up with too much other stuff. You'll remember kind of what they're a pain about, and you'll remember maybe the name of the place you're at now, but that's about it. So kind of the joke is, you know, we don't remember sometimes what people look like or what they said, but we remember how they made us feel.
Okay, yes.
Makes sense?
That is so true. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you.
I'm
Thank
telling
you for the
now.
insight.
Yeah, and if you get a chance to hop and do some other deal or your own thing, that's what I would do. But as it stands right now, you got about 2 years there, okay?
Okay. All righty. Thank you. Have a blessed night.
Love it. You too. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate it. Folks, the number is 713-955-0594. Lots of folks on the call right now on the show. You definitely got to press 1 to raise your hand. We appreciate everybody listening, but if you want to get in on this and you need some answers, can be about health, relationships, money, insight, obviously into jobs. That seems to be tonight's trend, or relationships. Press 1 now, and we'll get you in. Anything you'd like to add, Reverend Sune? What else has been going on? A lot of haunted house stuff you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I would like to say that our center is counteracting the haunted houses by offering a Halloween psychic fair, and with a lot of positive energy. Psychics, healers, sale of crystals and rocks, sale of spiritual supplies, just a lot of fun, a lot of like-minded community, and we just want to add a little positive note in the face of all the horror and the adrenaline and the fun with horror. We want to add a little boost of spirituality.
Yeah.
I find that the more of us that add some love and spirituality in the world, the more we send out the ripples and more people join. So I find that a lot of people now are looking for more at this Halloween season. There's a lot of people dipping into the horror aspect, but there's a lot of people looking for positive energy and positive things to do. So the more we can add positive things to do, the better.
Yeah.
The better we are.
Yeah, and you know, go for hay rides, drink everything that's pumpkin spice. I mean, do a lot of different things. You know, we actually darken our door on the whole Halloween thing. And isn't it an irony of life that the next day would be All Saints Day, right? So quick as people get past the trick-or-treating stuff, we're right piled back into All Saints Day. So, yeah, definitely. It's a mystical, magical time to explore everything, whatever you're drawn to, whether it's the cards or angel readings or intuitives or healing or whatever your path may bring up. By all means, it's never too late to do it, and you definitely want to stay on track and improve your life. 352 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Hi, guys. And Michael, it's my first time ever hearing your show. It's awesome. Sune, this is Martha.
Oh, hi, Martha.
Guess who I have to tell you, I'm staying right by him so he can hear your voice for the first time. I'm right next to Sparky. Everybody's Sparky.
Oh, hi, Sparky.
Sparky's a very special thoroughbred horse. And he hasn't been well and lately since that hurricane we had last year. And during the hurricane. But he's up and eating right now, and he's happy, and I wanted him to hear your voice.
Oh. Well, good.
And I guess, I thought you guys were awesome. I've been listening since the beginning. And do you need a specific question?
Yes.
Well, it's whatever you want, honey. Yeah. We'll narrow it down for us. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I want to know about this healing and my moving forward. And I don't care whether you pick residence for me or relationship or health, because I've had I'm in a state of flux, that's for sure, so, and want to move on. And you've been talking about Halloween, and this is what you just said, Michael. I've been involved on and off for 2 years with somebody whose birthday is on Halloween. And when you said trick or treat, I thought, that's exactly what it was the whole time.
Okay, Martha.
It was okay.
Martha. Okay, Martha. It's really important to leave the past behind. It's really important to leave the past behind. What I'm hearing for you is two things: leave the past behind in order to move forward, and self-care. Take really good care of yourself in every aspect: body, mind, and spirit. All three need attention. All three need attention. And part of this is this letting the past go. You might need some help with that, and avail yourself of help with that. It's really important. You have 1 foot in the past and 1 foot in the present, and in order to move into the future, it's really the only way you can move into the future is to take that foot out of the past. And then the second part is that self-care. You have to take good care of your body in order for it to heal. You have the emotional part has to be tended to. You have to be really good to yourself. Lots of compassion, lots of letting go of guilt, lots of letting go of self-recrimination and self-judgment. A lot of self-love. And so those are the two messages that I'm hearing loud and clear: self-care and releasing the past. And those things will help you move forward. One will help you heal. The second one will help you move into the future.
Okay.
And the moving into the future, moving into the future is all of it. It's healing your body. It's moving from your home, and it's moving past the relationship.
Okay. You said I might need help with that. I think you're right. Can we talk later?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like you got a lot of stuff going on, honey, and so you're definitely going to want to go deeper than the radio show, but we're thrilled you even called in. What do you got going on health-wise?
Oh, arthritis in my knee, and I developed some health and COPD and blood pressure over the last year.
Okay. So you got a lot of stuff going on with that, too. Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, breathing, I mean, that's huge. COPD and breathing and the rest of it. That's I love black seed oil for that. So look into that, and I'm sure Reverend Sune is going to be doing some healing on you as well. Okay. So you didn't get there overnight. You can get out of it overnight. Relatively speaking, you could do a whole lot better before the end of the year is what they're showing me. Okay.
Oh, super.
Awesome.
Thank you, Michael.
Keep us posted.
You.
Yeah, we're thankful you called in. Thanks for listening.
Oh, my pleasure. It's an awesome show. You could make a good team.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, we think so. Have a great night. Bye for now. Bye, honey. 813 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, can you hear me?
We sure can.
Oh, yay, it's my turn. Hey, it's Michelle in Florida. How are you?
Good. How are you doing, honey? I recognize 813 as, Tampa Bay, Hillsborough area. You have a question for Reverend Sune?
For you both, actually. So I had a reunion recently with a friend from a long time ago. I got an intuitive hit to reach out to him. It was somebody I was in love with in my 20s. And we hung out a little bit this weekend just doing, work stuff, just being friends. But it's definitely stirred up a lot of emotion, and I'm just curious as to, why we are reuniting at this time. Is there anything there romantically, or was it just a confirmation of some sort? That makes sense.
I feel like it's not going to build into a relationship. I feel that there's some resolution of past things, past issues that is going to happen. Things that have been bothering you over the years. I think that things have bothered him over the years, and I think that you're going to resolve those issues, even if you don't necessarily talk them over. You're going to resolve those issues. I feel that you're not going to spend a whole heck of a lot of time together, but as I said, you're going to feel better when you kind of part ways again. You're going to part ways as friends, and you're not going to have a complete cutoff. You'll still stay in touch, but it's not going to develop into a close friendship or a romantic relationship.
Does that help you? It may not be what you want to hear, Michelle, but that's what comes through.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's okay. Is it something that you're looking to do? I told an earlier caller, keep in mind, men, I'm breaking man code here tonight, but I'm telling you, you got to, kind of my joke is if you and I are going out and every day we drive past the Italian restaurant, you can't sit there and go, I wonder what that's like. Oh, that's a new Italian restaurant. Oh, look, their special tonight is blah, blah. You got to go, we're going to the Italian restaurant on Thursday night at 7. Okay? And then men go, oh, I guess we're eating Italian Thursday night. It's like, most of us are oblivious, right? I'm just saying. So, it's very rare. You almost have to kind of lead us along and tell us what's up, okay? So I said early on, I say to all the beautiful women, married, 3 kids, 2 cats. That's my question, So then I find out immediately, are they married or not? Is this dude married or not? Girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever he's doing, Does he have kids somewhere we don't know about? Does he love dogs and hate cats? I mean, you can learn a lot about a person just in those quick little questions. Does that make sense? So, you got to push this to yes or no. And I don't want to spend another moment wondering. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, because if he's got you and I slammed into the friend zone, I want to know right now. I don't want to spend another dollar or weekend or wandering around at an art show only to find out I'm in the friend zone if I want more than that, right? I'm not going to spend another minute, but at least you'll know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I would push him to, my father's joke was, used to be a couple goes on their first date. They're at the restaurant. They're both looking at menus. The waiter just brought them water, and the woman lowers the menu, and she says, "Where is this relationship going?" And the man says, "Check, please." Okay? So that's where it's going, right? And, you still got to push this thing to what are we doing? Are we friends with benefits? You see us getting married and having kids? I mean, that's how in his face I would be about it all. We're just going to be buddies, So what's up? Because that way you can at least gauge your own behavior and your own expectations, without wondering. Like I said to the previous caller early on from New York, I said, if you don't push this to yes or no, you're both going to be wondering all weekend about what the other's doing. I can't stand that. Can you?
Nope.
Right? So you get it?
Yes. Thank you.
Love it. You're in the Tampa Bay area, so you get a chance to come see me. I'm at Kodawari Yoga Studios every Wednesday and Friday, and next Monday I will be at Charlotte Timpone's office, and all those places generally sell out. So love to see you in person, help you any way I can. Yeah, and we're thrilled you called in tonight.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Thanks for calling, honey. Gosh, it flew by, didn't it? Reverend Sune, do you love it? Isn't it funny?
Yeah, I do.
Flies by. I'm so glad you're on the show tonight. Tell folks how to get a hold of you, honey. And tell people, because they need to know, especially the course part, where you're at in Florida, that sort of thing, and give them the website and the courses and things you're teaching, because that's important. We need to really balance out kind of the good and evil stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm in Gainesville, Florida. I have an office on 6th Street. I work with people over Skype and phone quite a bit. My website is RevSune, RevSune.com. My email is revsune@gmail.com. My phone number is 352-275-8537. I teach Reiki for a New World. I have a ministry ordination and training program. I teach Karuna Reiki and Earth Spirit Healing, which is an introduction to shamanic practice and healing. I do psychic readings, shamanic healing, Reiki healing, all kinds of things.
Love it.
House
Love
clearings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the haunted houses, by all means.
Right.
Right. Definitely. We're so glad you got on the show tonight and helped folks out. And folks, the other thing is this whole URL just runs for perpetuity and forever. So even if you hear this on the replay, you'll probably wind up with the answers you're looking for, whether it's relationships or jobs or what have you. If one of the callers tonight struck a chord with you, I'm telling you right now, it's Spirit coming through and telling you that's similar to what you got going on. So keep that in mind. So thanks so much for being on the show tonight, honey, and thanks for helping out so many folks.
Thanks a lot, Jimmy. I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you did, honey. Thank you so much. Hey, I want to thank everybody for dialing in tonight. We're here every Tuesday evening, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So by all means, reach out and keep us posted. And I want to thank everybody for supporting us. And, we'll see you again next Tuesday. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have different co-hosts with me every single week. I want to wish everybody that the rest of your life will be the best of your life, and remember to make progress every day. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Bye for now.
Night.